Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Lord Forwind here in Europa Universalis 4 playing as Russia. So I wanted to apologize for the lack of videos. It's been several days since I managed to put them out. It's a combination of lots of work, lack of electricity for a couple days, so lack of internet and stuff. So sorry, hopefully that won't happen again. I have decided upon consultation with some of you commenters and the wide world of the EU4 Wikipedia that I'm not going to take this peasantry brought into serfdom event. It causes problems later on despite the 10% manpower modifier. So, what was I doing last? Oh yes, I had threatened Sweden. Good to know. I don't really think I need Patriarch Authority at the moment, do I? Or I want Patriarch Authority, sorry. I want Patriarch Authority. I don't really particularly need admin power. And we're also going to have to deal with global trade, okay. Enough. It's been a little while since I managed to play this, obviously, so a little bit unsure about what I was last doing, which is a problem. Okay. That should almost complete those colonies. Oh, I paused it. I was wondering why that unit wasn't moving. Whoops. Let's try and get the tech, and then we can always deal about the other stuff later on. I love the fact that we have no manpower. It tells you how much I've wasted on things. Okay, colony complete, which means we have finally reached the coastline. 12 years after we were supposed to, but we still don't control the whole coastline because we'd have to threaten for this province, apparently. Yeah, okay, they're gonna finish off all the rebels, and that'll make my life a lot easier. Okay, let's move all these troops back towards the border with the Ottomans. And then mothball the troops, that way I don't have to worry about falling into even more debt. Although, where are these separatists? Oh, I wish there was an easier way of locating unrest other than having to go through here and find it. Okay, that province that's rebellious makes sense. Well, I might as well just spend a little bit of power on harsh treating it. Although apparently now I'm going to be dealing with some other rebels, so I might as well just leave the army at full maintenance at that point. Falling into debt regardless of what I want to do. Oops. No, you're not going to be that useful. I really don't actually need your help. Actually, I don't know. Can we offend the clergy? We can't, but we can still get admin power. Yeah, that +1 missionary strength we just got from an event will be quite handy. Let's pick off the last Shia in our realm. I don't think it'll make life safer, but it's at least eliminating one dissenting religion from our group, which is nice. I have too many military leaders. Okay. You are the most incompetent leader. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Talk about an old reference. Yeah. Oops, we got another Siberian frontier we can make. Grow the name a bit larger. Yep, more colonies have just been completed. We'll fortify the Crimea. I guess I'll defend the rights and the nobility, even though I don't really want to. I'll take some military support out of it all. Raise Streltsy. We don't want to raise Streltsy. In fact, I've been warned that I actually may have too many Streltsy on the field. We'll see. I think there's supposed to be a negative event about it at some point, which I'm a little bit worried about, but I'll have to deal with it. There we go. We're at least ahead of time in admin tech. Actually, yeah, we should be good, actually. Mixed with sugar, it's consumed by the rich, the poor, even King Regency Council. I think that's a slight scripting error by you, Paradox, there. Because I don't think that's the way it's supposed to go. Okay, the Commonwealth is still our dynasty and still very loyal to us. We have a small rebellious group there, which will be swiftly squashed. Oh, that's actually where the Shia are. Cool. The irony is, even if the nomadic hordes get released, the odds are they'll be Orthodox because of the religion I have in the area. Mamelukes are dying. Whoa, that is a big Ethiopia. To be fair, that's also a big Mali as well. Go Ethiopia. Yeah, we'll take the blame. Even though we have so many Streltsy, having that religious ideas makes it affordable. I think that might have been one of my best idea picks ever. And we have now hit the age of absolutism. Now this is going to be fun. Because I don't have a lot going for me. I've got the large army limit, but that's about it. There doesn't seem to be any real cultures I want to accept. In fact, I should consider, once I catch up in tech, removing more of those rebellious cultures. That would make a lot more sense. Yeah, we're going to keep trying to get as much patriarch authority as we can get, because it seems to be really useful with the institutions. Although I really wish I could figure out why that, no matter what I do, I always have rebels. Well, at least not harsh treating them anymore will... actually, no, I can harsh treat them, I can't raise autonomy, right? I think that's how it goes for absolutism. Also, probably part of the reason right now is that we have no legitimacy. I'd imagine that will affect things. Luckily, our heir is fairly strong, which is good to know. I don't think... yeah, it didn't extend my colonial range at all there. Is there any major nations that could collapse? Austria does not have an heir. France doesn't have an heir. Saxony doesn't have an heir. Austria is sadly really weak. That's the problem. Especially since Protestantism is the official faith, Austria is not getting anywhere with it. Hopefully Austria has more allies than just... oh, they're not even allied to me. Whoops. I should find some other allies then. Who would consider being my ally? Great Britain. Yeah, might as well. I think I can get away with that without terribly annoying everybody in the world. Wow, that is a good king. Lucky England. Hello, England. Would you mind dying? It's a bit horrifying to see how powerful you are. Sweden, right? I need 1 or 2 more. I need 4 more provinces from Sweden. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Let's try and threaten for something. Oh, I can't threaten for those two, apparently. Or that one, because it's occupied by Korea at the moment. Can I threaten Korea? No. Interesting. Swedish separatists. Go forth, my armies, and crush them. I'll sit back and happily observe it all. Almost 3,000 gold, but at least we could get global trade. I don't know why the separatists were moving that way, but they were. I also gotta try and remember to keep this Crimean fort raised in case the Ottomans come for me. Although, to be fair, it looks like the Ottomans are dealing with some of their own problems here in terms of rebels and stuff. Let me see how weak are the Ottomans. They've got 19,000 troops. I have more than they do. The Commonwealth has more than they do. Persia would join a war. They have 17. I have 17, I think. I think I'm going to attack the Ottomans because they're also the target of a coalition, so it's possible they could get into some issues there. We will do... Do we want to do Holy War? I don't know. I think I'm better off taking a ticking war score than anything else. I know, I don't... This is a bit sudden, but I'm seeing a good opportunity here in how weak they are. So I figure I might as well strike while the iron's hot, as the phrase goes. How many troops do they have? They actually have a full complement of troops there. Whoa. I'm still really weak in terms of cannon. Oh, and of course in terms of rebels everywhere. I think it might be worth raising some raising some legitimacy. And now looking at what autonomy I can raise. Destroying my absolutism, I know, but I never had any to begin with, really. At least I won't have to deal with as many rebellions, because those are going to collapse. Can't deal with that at the moment, sadly. Oops, I didn't mean for you to occupy the same provinces. Oh, look at that wonderful horde of Polish troops there. Okay. I do have to be a bit careful, because the Ottomans are very powerful still. We outnumber them 3-1, but if they turned on Persia really quickly, they could wipe them out. But this might actually be a really good war for us. They don't seem to have any troops, and they already kind of want to surrender. Oh, they've got 9,000 reserve troops. Why is Persia invading up there rather than down here? I don't know, but it's very weird. Do I want to raise more cannons or should I save the money? I should probably start saving the money just to be on the safe side. Although the cannon would be handy. No, I don't need a loan. What I do need is this province, though. That way I'm not forced to be defending on a mountain range. Whoa, the Polish took that province quickly. Do they have offense ideas? I wonder. They might have offense ideas. They do. They do. Okay, let's snag administrative. Keeper mercenaries. We don't get any special bonus in this age. Do we even get a special bonus in the final age, I wonder? Okay, that province has fallen. And they are attacking me on that. And for some reason I wasn't able to initially direct my troops into that province. Okay. Scared them off, I think. Oh, reduced attrition, thank you. That's very nice. Let's keep converting. I've almost managed to convert down to a single page, so I don't have to scroll. The fact that this province here is still holding out is impressive, though. Probably because they're pious, yeah, and luck. I hate those two mechanics. The bane of every Europa player's existence, trying to kill the Ottomans or people. Luckily the Ottomans, what is it, another 80-something years will no longer be a lucky nation. I think they lose it either at 1650 or 1700. Could be 1650 actually, now that I think about it. In which case I don't have much longer to deal with an overpowered Ottomans. Although I do if I keep marching all my troops into battles I can't really easily win. But still do due to sheer numbers. Fair enough, I guess. It just seems a bit cheaty to win with just sheer numbers sometimes, but I guess that's how you play Russia, right? The great horde of the East, unless of course a horde nation does the same, and that army's doomed because I was an idiot. Yeah, actually they're not so doomed. Wow. That was cool. Really did not expect that to work out the way it did. Luckily this province is half decently developed, so my land troops will actually retreat to it. That's the other thing I really don't like about shattered retreats sometimes is sometimes your troops retreat miles. I think I was playing a Hearts of Iron game and one of my troops lost a battle in France or something. No, it wasn't Hearts of Iron. It must have been Europa. I was playing in France, I lost a battle and they retreated all the way to Moscow. It was disgusting. Should not have happened that way. Look at that, I don't even need to pull all my troops off that fort. That's nice. And that fort fell, okay. The Ottomans are starting to have issues, which is lovely to see. Because unless you're an Ottoman fan, you always root for their destruction. Okay, we've got a ticking war score there. We are sieging Constantinople. Good. Where? Oh, wow. Buryat separatists. Ooh. I don't really want to deal with Buryat separatists. No, thank you. But I don't have enough military power to spare. I suppose it's possible if they revolt early on, someone else will go deal with them. No one's going to go deal with them, are they? Great. That means I will have to send this army then. I think I should be able to win a battle with rebels because that army's mostly made up of Streltsy. So that fire damage bonus will be nice. But on the other hand, nope, there was some battle I didn't notice occurring. That could have been disastrous actually, now I think about it. Well, Castile doesn't have an heir and has a really terrible king. And of course the Austrians did manage to get their dynasty's heir back on the throne. I just want you to march there to defend it. I don't need anything else from you. Thank you. There we go. Once that fort falls, this area should mainly just be overrun. Oh wait, the Ottomans have lost their capital. What can I take? Well, I'd like to take those two provinces, ideally. Cut them off there. I'd like to return some land to Georgia. Wouldn't mind returning someone into Austria, though, either. That might be the best I can get away with at the moment. I can't obviously get that, but I think that's a good goal for this war. It'll steal a lot of land from the Ottomans over here. And other stuff. Actually, okay. Can I not give land back to Georgia if I occupy it? Just thinking about that. It looks like I can. Okay. Oh, look at that. Stacked wipe the Ottomans. Boy, that feels good. Oh, that feels lovely. That just destroys any hope of the Ottomans recovering in this battle. Stack wiping is so strong. Colony done. Seem to have a couple other ones done. Then we'll get really close to completing the Russian lands. I, of course, am out of manpower again. I didn't think to look when I started this war. Good thing I must have had a fair amount in order to survive this. I'd like to... I want to take Constantinople and the crossing, because that really weakens the Ottomans not having a bridge back into Europe easily. Unless I was giving that... Was I giving that to Poland? Oh, I was. Oh, nope, I'm not going to do that then. That would have been not ideal. Have them return some land to Persia, I guess. It's too much land to return to Persia. I can return this couple. I need to take the Ottomans out of southern Russia, though. So Persia's the one that's going to get sacrificed for that. Okay, I can give one province back to Persia, kick the Ottomans out of Russia, and give a lot of land back to Georgia. I think that's a fair thing. What am I giving to the Commonwealth? Oh, they want Theodoro? No, I'm not going to give you Theodoro. I guess the Ottomans will not be kicked out of the Commonwealth. Although I can force a release on that. I guess that's worth it. And they're going to protest a little bit. I think offhand that may be the best I can do without fighting a much longer war. So let's strip them of some money. Yeah. Big win for us. I lose claims on 2 provinces, which is Theodoro. On the other hand, I should be able to, yeah, I can vassalize them almost immediately, which I will certainly do. Speaking of troops, where's my army that I sent over there? Oh. Okay, apparently that problem was dealt with without my really paying attention. And I rather stupidly gave... Oh, I gave Georgia that land. Okay, that's not that bad. I thought for some reason I gave the Commonwealth that land. I was going to be furious. Okay. Just do this quickly and then that will probably be it for this video. I'm going a little bit longer this time intentionally, just so you guys, to make up for it a little bit. Okay, if you've completed it, why... Oh, I don't have enough diplomatic power. That makes sense. Okay, what else do I need to do before I can end this? I've got money, my stuff is spreading. I can actually make territories now. I should probably wait until I get the next admin idea, though. Georgia must be really happy with me, having regained that land. And of course, it's almost all Orthodox because of how the Ottomans operate. I don't think I need to keep, this great religion going with Georgia at the moment. Send a gift. Well, they actually must have some money not to just fall to such a simple gift. Influence nation. Yeah, now I can vassalize them. I hate that you can only vassalize people when you're this oversized compared to them. Actually, they can stand not being Orthodox. They'll be unhappy, but they can stand it. They'll live. There we are. Cheaper core costs, exactly what I need. And then we can get cheaper mercenary costs, which will help, even though I don't have any mercenaries. It'll help in a longer war. And I can make some more of these states. And I can also mothball all my forts before I forget. There we go. Okay, well that will be it for this video. Hopefully I returned to a normal schedule of uploading these. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you next time as we probably... let's see, actually let's try threatening Korea before I forget. We can threaten Korea, so now let's see what happens to the poor Chinese. Ah, the Chinese are going to start to collapse. Perfect. Okay, well, that will be the event that happens next episode, is the collapse of the Ming, probably. They may actually declare war on me to stop me from doing this, but we'll see. Thank you all for watching. Bye for now.